Right. So I think expectations are a great subject. They're everything. I think that especially when you have two very different people, like Chris and I are, we're opposites, absolute opposites. And when we got together, initially we had a lot to work out. We loved each other. We felt God had this relationship for us, and so we fought for it. But it wasn't easy, and we watched a lot of people having a really easy time in their early years, and we sometimes begrudged that. But we were broken people, and God was healing us, and so we had a lot of issues. So God has healed us, and we've watched that along the way. And as we've come into a better place of wholeness, 3 kids, international moves, major city moves, a lot of changes, school. We have been on this journey together, and we're learning how to talk through it and keep fighting for it. And that's all I would say.
And I think we've realized that everybody has a different story, and that the expectations can come in when we think it should look like the Hollywood movie, or it should look like our best friends, and that you have to own your own story. We know people who've had a wonderful first year of marriage, and people who, like us, struggled because you're trying to merge your lives and your different lifestyles together, and you have to let go of some expectations, I think, so that you can move forward together and not in bitterness or frustration. Sometimes I think we have unexpressed expectations, ones we're not even aware of till it comes up in a conversation or in a relationship, whether it's finances and how you deal with finances, or how you deal with intimacy, or the time you spend in leisure. I realised when we got married that I had an unexpressed expectation of how we would do conflict, that I'd watched my parents, who are quieter and more mild-mannered, do conflict quietly and very differently. I never heard them raise their voices. I never heard them really disagree much. And the first time that we disagreed, I thought our marriage was over, because
the first time I picked up a lamp to throw it. No, I'm just kidding.
I was thinking, oh no, this is terrible. This isn't how you're meant to do conflict.
Right.
But I had to realise that we're passionate people, and that's how we do conflict.
Right.
Without the lamps.
Yeah.
But it's okay that we can be passionate, and that we don't have to do things quietly and like our parents.
Right. Yeah. So I come from a background of an Italian dad, very passionate, and my whole family, we were a loud family. There was a lot of energy flying around the issue of around any conflict. And so when Chris and I got married, I was pushing, like, okay, come on, let's sort this out. And then he was freaking out, So I didn't feel that he was fighting for our marriage. And so he had to sort of get used to me, to realizing that when I would get intense, it was my way of fighting for us, because I didn't want anything unspoken. I couldn't sleep if we didn't sort things out. So yeah, we've had to meet in the middle on that one a little.